I ain't sure what just happened just then. Looked like I was talking and then just got cut off. Let me see. I'm just looking to see what happened, on the other phone. I'm so confused. Looked like it just ended for no reason. Yeah, I ain't sure what happened. I'm just looking and all of a sudden it went back to Facebook. Sorry about that. Says I have a great signal, so I ain't sure what happened. Sorry. Maybe it's trying to tell me to do my thing. Oh, let me just open the door again since we started back over. Oh. Did it give y'all was it? Oh, so you gotta let me know this. Cause like I said, cause my thing says it's great. Cause normally it'll tell me if I got a bad signal. Yeah, that was confusing. Yeah. So anyway, the hunter versus the builder. Yeah. I forgot what. Oh man. Sharon had asked me a question. Let me see if I can go back and find it. Oh, Olivia asked me a question. If a builder can look like a hunter, that makes him hard to see. No, it's not what you're looking for. It's what he does and what he says. And you'll find the difference. The builder shows a true interest in what you're saying. The hunter, he passing time. He'll listen. But, he's studied trying to get to the goods. And this is why I go back to the thing about don't tell, do not. Ladies, if you don't listen to nothing else I tell you, understand this, and I don't care what nobody tell you. Take this one to heart. 98% of the time, you don't need to tell a man what you're looking for in life. Yeah, everybody want to know up front. And it's just so they can play a role. If you don't tell me what you want up front, I don't know what role to play. So chances are you'll get the more real me because I don't know what it is you want. Like you don't know what it is I want. I could tell a woman that I'm looking for, I'm 52 years old, I'm ready to get married, I'm ready to settle down. And she's going to do all the little things that make me think she's a perfect wife. Because most of us are role players. So when she does all these things for whatever time, and then she gets me, and then we get there, then the real her comes out. And this is why I'm just not a non-believer. I'm a non-believer in telling people what you want up front. Let them show you some signs of things that you want. And this goes back to preferences or priorities. And as you see things, as you pay attention to each other, you just start checking off your mental checklist. Does this guy have this? Does this guy have this? As they get things, because everybody's got negatives. If you're dating somebody with no minuses, that means you're doing a lot of lying to yourself, or they are the perfect actor. Because even when you find the perfect mate, everything ain't gonna be 100% great. It's just not the way life happens. So take that for what it's worth. Trying to see if Sonya them gonna come back. Like I said, I'm just not sure what happened with the. Hey, Annette, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? How's the weather in Shy Boogie? Yeah. So, as I was saying, and ladies, you got to take your time because everybody, even me, I don't have a representative, but we don't put. I don't think everybody puts their truest foot forward first because you don't know what it is. You don't want to risk everything for nothing. Everybody puts a little out at a time. A little. Even, like I said, even if you dead set on thinking that you know what you want, there's no need to share it with your date. You can share it with your friends, with your parents, whoever, but not with your date until they start showing you, they start exhibiting signs that make you think that they may have keeper potential. The more keeper potential they show you, the more you can reveal. Let them show you first, then validate it. Ladies, when a guy does something that you like, let him know that you like it. Don't make him guess. Because we don't know, one of the things, yeah. Well, see, Cinnamon, that don't work with some guys because if you say you want a baby, that means you having sex. So, to some, they gonna see the sex part in that. I'm just saying. Yeah, so I don't know about the baby thing. But I mean, before a guy like me, I dated a couple of women who wanted babies. And I thought they were good women. So I stopped dating them because you're not going to have a baby with me. And I don't want you to waste your time becoming attached to me when I think you want a baby more than you want the happy ending with the partner. And that's fine. And the trick is know who you are. Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. So if you tell them before the sex, that means you want to have sex if you want to have a baby. Look past the first sentence to the end. I'm calling. Until I know that you're a good woman and you deserve better than what I'm doing at the time, what you tell me really doesn't matter until I validate your system. Like I said, I've met really great women, and I broke off relationships with them, and we're still cool to this day. They appreciate me for my honesty because we were cool. We got along great, but for what they were looking for, they weren't gonna get it from me, and I knew this. So why should I waste their time? So that's how that went. So but I would say still just see how they are, because in your case, Sam, if you just want to see if they was call again, I'm assuming they weren't making the initial cut no way, because the one guy who would have you would have been thinking about, you probably didn't tell him that. And a lot of women, a lot of you guys do this. You say things when you want to start the weeding out process. You want them to weed themselves out naturally. You don't really want to kick them to the curb. You let them kick themselves to the curb. I find a lot of women do that. I don't even call it gamesmanship. It's just it's your form of hunting. That's the way I see it. Because we all say little things. I mean, I make little statements just to see if women want to stick around. I don't have a super foul mouth, but it is foul. Not to the point where I have to watch it over every other word is the F word or something harsh, but I do let a couple of them out. What's up, Trail? You finally let me follow you on Instagram. I mean, you finally follow me on Instagram. You're so boogie. And that's what's up. And we all do experiments. I mean, women, y'all trying to weed out the weak. I get it. It's not a big deal. As a man, I'm doing the same thing. I'm trying to weed out the less desirables. If I find you less desirable, for me, at that stage, I'm willing to do situationships. Leonard, what's going on, bruh? Truth is, you broke up with them was because you find these women who can only cook chicken. Most women can cook chicken. It's just not gonna happen. If you're using that as a selling point, whatever, Trail. Ain't nobody studying you. I'm blocking you. I'm quitting you, Trail. This is our official breakup because you was acting up. But if you experiment and it goes the wrong way, then that hurts. And that's the point, Olivia. You don't really do the experiment with somebody who you think has potential. And like I said, Cinnamon knows what she was doing. With somebody who is exhibiting the signs that you like, you got a whole different mentality. We've all been on dates, and we know the difference how we act with dates. Some dates, we don't mind closing in that space. Same 2 hours, but some dates we sit totally apart. We sit on two separate sides of the table, and there's not a whole lot of interaction. But some dates, we don't want to sit across from each other and look at each other, which is cute. Sometimes we want to be close to each other so we can casually touch each other on the arm, the elbow, the leg. It's a different kind of date. You're cool here, but this means there's something else going on. Okay? Keep your minds out the gutter because I know how y'all are. Same thing. So you just have to look at that. And even with Cinnamon's experiment, if I meet a good woman and she wants to have a baby, then we'll have that conversation because there are ways to have babies if that's what you really want. There's adoption. There's all kind of ways. There's foster care. There's a lot of different avenues if that's what everybody wants. But once again, if it's not something that you want, a lot of times we tell people stuff just so they'll leave. And it keeps us from having to be the bad guy rude because some people just won't take no for an answer, which is crazy. But, like when I tell about my stalker was just not hearing no at all. I mean, even when I told her I was gay, she wasn't hearing no. She just, in her world, I was going to be her dude regardless. Okay, Cinnamon, Olivia says, but what if he want a baby? Then what? And Cinnamon's my age, so she probably ain't trying to have no baby no way. And the guy she dating probably ain't trying to have none. But like I said, that's just one of those things. It's so cute when these little icons pop up with the hearts and stuff, because they pop up so quick. I can't see them. I can't see who it is. And it just sucks. Leonard, oh my God, you gotta listen. Man, I had two. One was just a grade A stalker. When security needs security. Oh my goodness. When I come to Houston, Leonard, we sit down there, we drinking tequila. Okay, Cinnamon says she's 36. What Cinnamon drinking? Cause Cinnamon on some real. I'm drinking an energy drink. If I get enough likes, maybe I'll get Arizona to sponsor me. But yeah, don't keep looking for this hunter guy and building him up, and then getting mad when he truly is a hunter because you've told him that you want to be hunted. When you tell this man who knows what he wants, and what he wants is you, and if you tell him he's got to be a hunter to get you, then you've created your own problem from which you can't escape because you created it. It's like, y'all know it ain't no joke. Y'all know I'm as honest as I can be when I'm talking. I have to have a good-looking woman. She has to be good-looking to me. I don't care what Leonard thinks. I don't care what the rest of the world thinks. I have to have a good-looking woman. I'm shallow. I have no problems admitting that. I refuse to be mad at an ugly woman. That's just the dumbest thing going. I might as well just chop my own hands and feet off every day just to prove a point. It's not going to happen. But anyway, I'm cutting all y'all off the show. Anyway, when you're dealing with this, ladies, and you like this guy, and I mean this is what I preach to everybody, ladies. If we're dating and you like me, as opposed to playing the dumbass game of playing hard to get, because people who are hard to get often get left alone. I don't say that you have to be easy. Just give clues that you want me to keep chasing. What's going on, sis? When you got stalkers, you're supposed to. Well, I didn't know y'all at the time. But now I know to call to 18. But yeah, this was before y'all got down here. But anytime I got a problem now, I know what to do because my gentlemanly ways won't allow me to hit a woman, even though I almost had to hit her. But this show ain't about stalkers. This show is about hunters and builders. Y'all know I got ADD. Stop playing. No, I don't like stalkers. I like pretty women who are aggressive, but not stalkers. I don't. Let me back up. There are times when a woman hunter is perfect. She wants to be slayed. I want to slay. We good with that. It's a situationship. But if I'm looking for a real relationship, and this is why I direct the show mostly at you ladies, because most of y'all say this, y'all want to be in a real relationship. Y'all want to find Mr. Right, not Mr. Right now. This is what y'all say out loud, even though I know some of y'all are lying through your asses. But this is what you say. So if you want Mr. Right, you want a builder. If you want Mr. Right now, you want a hunter. But the thing is you have to be true to yourself and where you are. And that's what's the most important thing. Don't worry about me looking down. I'm still paying attention. I just got to get one of my guests back. And that's what you got to do. You got to know what you want and speak on that and be clear. Because this whole men hunt, and like I said, when a man finds a woman, wife, whatever, he finds a good thing, you creating your own stalker because you telling me not to give up. So this is where I am. I'm gonna keep hunting you down. You can keep saying no. You can keep saying no, but I ain't giving it up. And that's the thing, sis. Most don't know what they want, or they misrepresent themselves, and they're not sure on it. Right? You want the builder with hunter quality. That's because you fast, Olivia. But that's a whole different show. I'm gonna talk about y'all fast asses next month. But once again, it's about knowing what you want. And as I talked about, a few shows earlier, it's about having your list of preferences and priorities. Because yes, you do want your builder to have hunter qualities. Because you want him to be able to protect you. You want him to be able to feed you. You don't want him to be able to kill you and eat you up. Well, some of y'all do because y'all fast. But in a relationship, a true relationship, you want those qualities, but not that person. Whereas the builder is thinking about all that because he wants to build a future with you guys. All right, Trill, I'm going to be right here waiting on you till 7:30ish. because once again, I got to go. I got invited to do a show at the Ice Bar. I'm going to provide the link because hopefully y'all will join me for that. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do a Facebook Live, but I'm going to try. So if you guys got questions, I'll be able to see your questions. But I won't be hosting the show. I'll be a guest on the show, so I won't have as much control. But, like I said, this is going to be 7:30 at 8:15. I'm going to be another show. I'm going to try to put it on this page. But like I said, I don't know. I don't know yet. So don't hold me to that, but that's the plan. Okay? I'm just plugging in my charger so my phone don't die because the show takes up a lot of batteries. So yeah, that's where we going with this. So ladies, and like I say, once again, it's just about knowing what you want, knowing where you are, because sometimes you want the hunter / maintenance man, and sometimes, like I said, you want Mr. Right, not Mr. Right now. You just have to know where you are, and don't be ashamed and let anybody talk you out of what's true. The one who plays hard to get loses out. 9 times out of 10, you're right, Leonard. Time is short and hard to get. Looks like rejection. So hunter or builders in this day will just move on. And this is true, which is why I say, ladies, don't get now. we like the chase, but if you run too fast, you lose us. Out of sight, out of mind. Stay close enough that I can see you, smell you, touch you. Leave a little clues that you want. I met this woman once. Very attractive. Got a little chemistry. Not a whole lot, but a little, you know what I'm saying? I was willing to work on it. And she made a statement on the second date. And she said she never calls a man. She'll return his call, but she won't ever call first. So you never call a man first. Nope. If a man want me, he gonna chase me. Guys call you hard to get sometimes when you have standards. No. Understand. Guys gonna call you, and standards are cool. Guys call you hard to get when they want to have sex. Because at the end of the day, sex is an undetermined thing ahead of time, Olivia. We can go out on the first date and everything can just click right. And we may have sex sooner than somebody who it doesn't click right with. But the king understands this. And he's going to show you that he's responsible enough to lead and for you to come to his village. So he's going to earn his right to get to that point. The court jester looks like a king because they have the same physical features, but you see he's not putting forth no effort. And this is why I say when women have these dudes who ain't shit, you see these up front. You just kind of ignore them because you're in a situationship and you glossing things over. So the king is cool with you having standards. He wants you to have standards. The king, and I tell you, it's one of my things. If I'm dating you, I want you to date other people. I'm cool with the competition. I want to win out. I don't want you to date me and only me and be wondering, well, what if I would have dated Leonard? What if I would have dated somebody else? What if they would have been better? Date Leonard, date whoever. So that when you pick, you're making an educated choice. Because now you've got all these things in your career. Dating does not mean sexing everybody. Dating means just that. Date to see if there's a chemistry. The ones you have the most chemistry with, you keep those on the dating pool. The other ones you don't, start dropping them. To me, that's just a way of life. You want to pick out what's best. Nobody goes to the store and looks at one outfit and then that's it. You don't look at one pair of shoes and then that's it. You look around. You make sure you got what you want. You try different pair on, whatever. Most real kings understand it, especially in the pursuit part. Once we have the conversation about a committed relationship, monogamy, whatever it is we're doing, then that's when you have to weed everybody else out, because now we have an understanding. So, Olivia, when you have a guy who is upset that you have standards, he's already telling you, X him. He ain't that dude. He gonna tell you shit that you want to hear, but if he's upset because you have standards, or he calling you hard to get because you want this, this, and this, X his ass. He already gave you your red flag. There's no need to carry on, because no king is gonna say, "Oh, you hard to get. You got too many standards," and you can't have too many standards. And it don't make you hard to get, it just makes you retarded. You want a man to be this tall, you want him to weigh this much, you want his hair to be this color, you want his eyes to be this color, he has to have this specific job, make this specific amount of money. He can only wear these kind of shoes. That's a buzzkill. You know, those are retarded preferences and priorities. You know, and sometimes you have to relook at your list, and that's just what it is. I mean, you know, like I say, I talk all the time about my list. Whether you're a girl hunter or a builder, the looks don't change. I still require a woman who's attractive to me. That's not gonna happen. I'm not veering from that one ever, never, never. That is priority number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. There are other things that go into it, because just because you're good looking doesn't mean I'll keep you. And once again, because and this is just how I do business. And from the male perspective, I always start off with the hunter and see if the hunter has built a potential, because I'm the king. So, yes, I want a woman who can be aggressive enough to take care of things if I'm not around. And once she's passed that test, then we can look at building something together. And this is the same process you ladies have to go through, but I don't tell women what they need to do. And I don't tell them that they need to be a hunter and the only way you're going to get me is to chase me, chase me, chase me, chase me. And that's what I'm trying to speak on. When you tell these guys that they got to keep chasing you, even if you don't give them the signal, you're sending out a bad message. What's really interesting is when you have a guy friend who tells you have rules, standards, blah, blah, blah. Then when he's trying to smash, they expect you to make exceptions. Right. And that's where you have to pay attention to the clues, because we'll give you clues. And sometimes women don't want those clues, and they try to dismiss them because their priorities are really somewhere else. And this is where being honest with yourself counts for more than anything else. You have to be honest with yourself. Other than that, you cheating the whole system. Because if you don't know what you want, you can't complain about what you get, because then you're just a victim. It's kind of like being hungry. If I come home and I just say, I'm hungry, whatever you feed me, I got to eat. Science says, I've been told that he didn't want a relationship because he knew I was dating other men. So he didn't want to invest in getting together in a real way. And once again, we're all different, but if he doesn't accept that this is a dog-eat-dog world and everything's about competition, then I would say maybe he's just not that guy. Because Sonya, and I know Sonya personally, Sonya's a very, very attractive woman. Very, very attractive. So you don't have to settle. Now, I know some mud ducks. I know some women who are visually challenging. I know some women who are horizontally challenged. They got to be a little bit more flexible. And you got to do that. So I don't discuss who I'm dating unless asked or it becomes known. And that's not even, to me, that's a non-issue, because it ain't everybody's business. Just accept the fact that whenever we get together, until we have the conversation that we're committed, everybody's dating. Because everybody can't handle honesty. And y'all know now, I'm not one to lie. But I'm not going to tell you something to get into an argument, why I got to explain why I do this. If you can't mentally handle the conversation, I will just avoid it. But I'm not going to lie to you. But that's why I say, if a woman tells me she wants to be married, let her pass. It's not that big a deal. It's really not. But sometimes, that's what they want to hear. Feed the masses. Feed the masses. So when guys don't want this because they're trying to lock you down, are they willing to do the same lockdown of themselves? And that's the question. Because if I tell you, Sonya, that we're going to be in a committed relationship, do I mean we going to be in a committed relationship, or do I mean you going to be in a committed relationship? And that's what's up. Because lots of people, men and women, cannot handle honest, open communication. They want the filtered version, because they want you to say what they want you to hear. When we're together, and we're right. If you can't be the one you love the one you with. And that's it. Until we have the conversation, don't expect no more, no less. Then once we have the talk, I say, when sex becomes an issue, we're using protection anyway. Don't ask questions that you don't want to know the answer to. Like I said, because a guy like me will not tell a lie. Govern yourselves accordingly. Ain't that what they say in the church? Govern yourselves accordingly. So, But what difference does it make? And that's my issue. Does it make a difference if I'm dating other people? Well, because most people, it's so crazy when I hear most people talking, they associate dating with sex. So if you associate dating with sex, I already think that you're a slut bucket. Because you can't just go to lunch or go to dinner and not give it up. Well, how many guys you dating? How many girls you dating? I'm 7, 8, 15, I don't know. Oh, that's a lot. Why? It ain't costing you no money. It ain't costing you no time. You want to see me on Tuesday, every other Tuesday. So, hey, when we together, I ain't answering my phone. I'm not texting. I ain't doing nothing. Worry about the time me and you spend together. Let's see where we go. Because most, I'm gonna say this. Most men do this. We date multiple women to start. Most, not all now. So don't get caught up in these words. Most. And as we start spending more time with you, guess what that does to your competition? It moves them out of the way. If we start off dating, we spending a day together, then we go to 2 days, then we go to 4 days, then we go to 6 days. How many women you really think I'm dating? It's not a conversation that actually has to be said out loud. It's just something that you view in the pattern of behavior. And it is what it is. Life is just that simple. But we get so caught up in wanting to, I want you to be mine, and that's the only way it's going to be. And really? Who does that? So that's what happens. Then everybody got a little stank ass attitude. Because, oh, I thought this. So if I see you with somebody else, I got an attitude. I've experienced men saying that he's dating, but keep calling me to hang with him. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, in one respect, and that you got to give him credit for being honest, because he could tell you something different, and he's still dating. I had a guy. As were we dating, I saw him out, didn't like it. I want to date. I didn't like it. I want to date, and him not to. Say that slow, Olivia. You kind of lost me. Unfortunately, women can't accept deal with the guy dating multiple women. A lot of men can. You're right. And because they want to have their cake and eat it too, which I ain't never understood, because if you got cake, you should eat it. But a lot of people can't handle what they want. And once again, you have to decide where you are in a relationship or the situationship. I need honesty in my relationship. I don't care if you're dating. Like I said, I'm competitive by nature. I want you to pick me because I was the best choice, not because I'm the only choice. Because too many times we pick the only choice only to regret it 3, 4, 6, 18 months later. Because somebody fed into our ego, or they lied to us about where things were, and it really wasn't true. It's 6:45. I did tell y'all I'm leaving early, right? I'm going to do a show at the Ice Bar with ATL True Confessions about relationships. But I'll be back. I think I'm going to do a show next week. I'll be out of town, but I think I'm still trying to do a show next week. But don't hold me to that yet. I'm going to let y'all know. Most people can't handle honesty. Most people can't handle the thought of competition. They want you to commit to them totally. You don't want him to date, but you want to date. See, Olivia, quit being selfish. And my world is, I don't know what the address is, Cinnamon. Let me Google it right quick. Stop being selfish, Olivia. If you can date, he can date. And this is one of the things, I believe the rules have to be the same for both parties. You can't have a separate set of rules for one and a separate set for the other one. To me, that just doesn't work. The Ice Bar is on 700 West Fayetteville Road. Ice Bar and Restaurant. You can Google it. It says it's in College Park. It's somewhere between College Park and Riverdale. Ice Bar Lounge and Restaurant. And yeah, but a lot of times, I hear women say this and say that, but a lot of times they don't respect honesty. I've been blessed. Like I said, I've dated some really great women who caught me in hunter mode, but they were in they were looking for a builder. I looked the part. I have a job. I'm respectful. I'm a gentleman. I really know how to act, and more importantly, I know how to dress. But for what they wanted, and I truly respected them for what they were, I had to pull myself out of the situation because I'm just looking for a good time. Nothing more, nothing less. They wanted more than a good time. They wanted a good time like forever and ever and ever. I wasn't there yet. And like I said, we're still cool to this day because they respect the fact that I was honest with them. And part of the reason I could be honest with them was because they were respectable girls and they understood my commitment to honesty once that part came up and I saw it to be true. We had fun while we had fun, but once we got to the point of wanting to be take it to another level, that other level really wasn't gonna be there. And I believe what they said. You know, they did what they had to do, and we're still good. They can call me, ask me things. We're still good. Like, you know, most of you guys I've met, a couple I haven't. But the process doesn't change for either sex. You have to take the time to get to know the person, see if there's consistency in what they say and in what they do. And that's a good thing, Olivia, because you have to know who you are. And that's a mistake that most people make. They don't know. And so they go into it and they're already lying to themselves, thinking that they're ready for this and ready for that, but they're really not. Right. Most time it's bad timing, cinnamon. Just because you ain't ready for it. But the thing is, you have to know this. And like I say, I do self-evaluations quarterly, at least, sometimes more, because I need to know where I am in life, and I don't want to give out the false impression. Because my thing is, if I lie to you, you can bust out my windows. I got to think about having my windows busted out. Never happened. And I hope it never happens. But, you know, no woman can say that I lied to them about my intent. I don't tell them my intent up front because I don't know my intent up front. Until we hang out and get to know each other, I don't know what my intent is. Because I know my intent is to start off and deal with her hunter, because I ain't meeting no woman, nowhere, no day, and looking at her, and I look at some of these Facebook posts so cute to me. A woman posts pictures, oh, you're beautiful, you're wifey material. How in the hell is somebody wifey material off a fucking picture? Clue number one, that's a hunter. I ain't seen no woman based on her outfit that made her wifey material. I got the biggest hella crush on MC Lyte and Kelly Rowland. They're not wifey material. They could get some. And, you know, after we spend some time together, if they're as cool as they appear to be, then they might get promoted to that. But how can you be wifey material based on based on a picture? Because you got nice boobs, because you got nice breasts, because you got a nice butt, because you got a pretty smile. That doesn't make you a good wife. It just makes you good to take pictures with. And, you know, but even women say the same thing. You know, when they put all these little crazy memes, marry, date, whatever. How does looking at somebody make them marriable? I don't get it. And some of these people are really serious. Oh yeah, I married a guy. You know, I had one time. Oh, you're married. How do you know that I'm marriable? You know, let's, and we'll use me because it's easy for me to talk about. We know, because I say this all the time. I'm shallow. So if you're not good looking, you can't fall into the marriable category. Okay? If the sex is not good, you're not marriable. There's no way from a picture I can tell if you can have great sex. I can't. Oh, you look like you can do this. You look like you can rock my world. Okay, that's fine how you look, but can you? See, these two are important. Then we're going to get to the other things that people always fuss at me about why I don't say these things. And they are important to me. Can you manage money? Can you speak the Queen's language? Can we have an intelligent conversation? Can we have a silly-ass conversation? Can we lay in the bed and do nothing? If my whole life has got to be entertaining you, you're not wifey material. I want to be able to just lay down and lounge. I mean, there are a lot of other things. I just start with shallow. I just start with the attraction, the physical, because that's what I see first. I can't meet you and know if we can lay in the bed together. I can't meet you and look at you and tell if we can cuddle good together. There are lots of women, different women who I've spooned with, same size, but the experience was totally different. For some reason, their girl parts didn't fit good into my boy parts. I knew from that experience that, hey, this woman does not have long-term potential. We don't cuddle well together. You can work on that, but how we going to work on that? My arms ain't going to change. Her body ain't going to change. This is a physical sign for me. And that's what I'm going to use me. Because you guys got your own, if you're at that stage, you got your own things that you're trying to value and what you need. But this is what works for DBP. Because I know how I am. I am, I'm giving up too much personal, but I'm a sexual creature. I'm a visual creature. These are the things that I value. So when we talking and people want to criticize me for saying, oh, you shouldn't say this. Why? It's what I like. I don't give a shit what you like. We're talking about my long-term happiness. Yours actually doesn't concern me unless you ask me some questions like some of you guys have, and I'll give you my man input, my friend input, however you ask me, and I will qualify what I say. To any of y'all who talk to me, y'all know I'm going to give it to you. You tell me your situation, I don't know your dude. Some of y'all live out of town, so I ain't cock blocking. I'm just answering your question because I don't want y'all to go down the wrong path unknowingly. Y'all listen to the show. Y'all listen to me for anywhere from 10 minutes to 2 hours. So we have a connection. Some of y'all listen because y'all like the way I look, which is cool. Some of y'all listen because y'all like my honesty, which is extra cool. But either way, all I can do is give you the truth. Because I did a relationship show, and I was telling my friend that when I stopped, I had to go to work. It took me 30 minutes to get past because everybody waiting for me. And it's like, there was 6 guys, 6 girls. And all the ladies waiting to talk. It's 5 other dudes. Why y'all ain't talking to them? Well, DVP, you's the only one who kept it real. Because I'm not trying to sleep with these women. If they want to sleep with the person now they just heard, cool. Because they know who I am. But you hear some of these guys saying the politically correct thing. Oh, I want a woman. I want a godly woman. What the fuck does that mean? I want a woman who go to church. Serial killers go to church. What you're saying really doesn't. It's not resonating with me. These are the things that I want. These are things that are quantifiable by me. These is how you qualify. If you meet the eye test, we go from there. If there's a chemistry, if you get a plus on the chemistry, we go from there. We hang out and we can talk and laugh. We'll go from there. I remember one who said, why you always joking all the time? Huh? So you don't like smiling and being happy. Gotta go. Can't teach you this. Ain't got time. Don't even care to. I'm not dating 18-year-old girls who I have to explain this to or groom them to be adults. And if you of age in my dating pool and I got to tell you how you should relax and have a good time. Bye, Felicia. But this is who I am, and these are things I didn't know this in the beginning. It took me a minute to learn this because there were times when I wanted a hunter. I wanted that. I wanted a woman who was there. I wanted Miss Right Now more than anything else because I was living in the moment. What we going to be doing in 3 months? Ain't nobody got that kind of time. What we going to be doing in 30 minutes? That's as far as my window is going with you. As I like you, we build up more time. And so when I'm talking to y'all and I'm telling y'all, preferences and priorities, you got to know them to know what you really want. Once you look at your list, are you really looking for Mr. Right? Are you there in your life? Are you not? I mean, I have to respect Olivia. Olivia said that she ain't ready for the truth. And see, this is what I do when I date girls like Olivia. I won't ever lie to them. I just don't tell them things that they're not ready for because I don't want to have that argument. And, I argue with one of my friends, is omission a lie? Omission is not a lie unless I'm purposely omitting things that you want to know. And that's the difference. If I'm telling you that I'm a guy who bleeds honesty, you have to be honest with me about everything because I'm cool with that. And you start withholding things that you know I should know. Honestly speaking, I'm changing. What am I changing with you, Olivia? I don't want to change you for the worse. And understand, every guy ain't like me. There are lots of guys who can't handle honesty, Olivia. I talk to women all the time. There are guys who just can't handle it. I'm not a different breed because there are lots of us. There are lots of us. What we do is we learn to be chameleons and just don't say as much because we tend to X girls too quickly if they don't meet certain criteria. So we're just a little bit more quiet because we realize we setting them up for failure because they can't do certain things. So we keep a lot of women in the Miss Right Now category. But tell me what you X and stuff, Olivia. And what are you saying is the truth, Cinnamon? I always try to speak the truth now. Because I want y'all to accept me as an honest guy. Whether you having dirty fantasies about me or you just like what I'm saying, either way, accept me as an honest guy. I'm honest. And that's why most of y'all come here. So when you're there and like I said, you're looking for this guy and some of y'all call me, well, this guy, he seems like this, but once you say but, see, you should start listening to yourself then at the but category. I had a friend tell me, what you mean I'm not your preference? Olivia, are we breaking up? Did you just kind of quit me on screen? You can't quit me on my own show now. But and the thing is, like I said, you have to know where you are so that you can make these changes and know what you're looking for. What's your favorite thing? Olivia, I'm gonna need you to make a whole sentence so I can stay with you. Candy Poison, what's going on, beautiful? And like I said, there are women who love honesty, and that's what they thrive on. Olivia, if you don't make a whole statement, because I'm trying to read all yours and piece yours together, we fighting. But honesty is the only way to go. And I tell women, I mean, I've dated women who knew I was dating other women, and they were cool with it because now they got a choice. Whether or not they want to fall in line and be one of, and they accept this, and they know this, as opposed to me telling one woman, you're the only one, and she see me with somebody else, because then we back at window busting stage. But when I'm doing that line thing, I'm hunting. I'm trying to hunt multiple creatures at the same time to have food for different occasions. And that, in and of itself, is not what a lot of you guys want. Now understand now, even as a builder, I may be still going through the same process because I'm vetting. I'm eliminating prospects. The same as I expect any woman I'm dating to be doing. You date me, and you see. If I'm making the cut, you keep me. If I'm not, then you drop me. We go out separate ways. No harm, no foul. But if you tell me, oh, a real man going to go after the woman he want. Once again, if I'm steady chasing you and you don't want me, does that make me the real man? Because now you just told me to stalk you. And this is what I want you guys, ladies, I want you to stop saying. Because you're sending the wrong message to the hunters, the predators. You're telling them predators will not stop. Predators do not stop. So quit telling guys you want them to be predatory. If you're at that stage where you want a guy to have a future with, you want to build it. You want to see what he's doing. You want to see how he manages money, how he takes care of things. When he go, is he asking you for money? Can he afford to do the little things? Is he always behind? These are the little things you want to do. Hey, honey, what's going on? I ain't seen you in a minute. I miss you. Tell me the truth and let it be my right. And honey is typical of a lot of women. A lot of women. I've dated women all my life. There are lots of women who love the fact that I can be honest. And when I tell them I'm dating other people, they don't eliminate themselves. They're cool with that. They understand the process. And I don't tell them, hey, well, I'm dating other women, but you can't date nobody else. That's just stupid and selfish. And that's a red flag, ladies. Exactly, Paige. It's the process of elimination. Oh, okay. You're saying them. I thought you was talking about me, Olivia. I was getting a little teary out there. You're not my preference is my new favorite thing, or you're not my priority. I no longer say I don't know why. You're just not my priority. Okay, I got you. And the thing is, you know, I don't even think it's something that you really got to say unless they're persistent. As we notice the communications drop, you know, it takes you a day or two to return my text. Then, I mean, most guys get it, except for the one who believes that theory. When a man found a woman, he found a good thing because he's found you, and damn it, you're going to be it. You know, most of y'all know, remember Little Rascals. Remember how Alfalfa kept going after Darla, and Butch wanted Darla, but Alfalfa said, you're my woman, and that's it. I mean, to some women, that's cute. But that's the caveman mentality. What if you don't want to be his woman? What if you like somebody else? Paige, if you like me, but Butch likes you, and Butch ain't going to let go of you, what are we supposed to do, fight over you? Because Butch ain't letting go because you've told Butch that you want to hunt her. Oh, I want to hunt her because that man who hunting. So Butch is hunting forever and ever and ever. But you like DVP. DVP is a builder with hunting instincts. Are we supposed to fight over you? So, ladies, be smart. Leonard is on the guy on the page, so I ain't going to talk to him right now. And realize what it is you want. If you like having different hunters in your life while you exercise your options, that's cool. To thine own self be true. Know the difference, though. Don't keep calling every hunter a builder when he hasn't shown you that he has building capabilities. He's shown you that he can go out and feed you for a night. Has he shown you anything that says he can take care of you in 6 months, a year, 2 years? When you're struggling, is he there with anything other than sex? If all the guy got to offer you is a hard penis, need a shoulder crown? Y'all seen my little thing? A shoulder crown becomes a dick to ride on. I truly do believe that. That's why Jerry Springer Show and Mars is so popular. Girls just out there having random sex. But that's what you got to know the difference. And I'm here and I tell you this because I want you to know. I mean, like I say, I'm going to do a show, not by this watch because it said 1:15, obviously wrong. I'm going to do a show, ATL True Confessions, and people are already waiting on me because of my honest nature. The host told me, hey man, the women saw the show that you did Monday. It's 7:04, and they waiting for you to come. For what? For what? And it's so crazy. Women will tell me, well, you shouldn't say this, you shouldn't say that. Right. You know why I shouldn't say it? Because you want a guy who will lie to you or who'll give you something that you want to hear. Don't get me wrong. In predatory mode, I will give you exactly what you want to hear. I ain't never lying, but I'll give you what you want to hear when I'm in predatory mode. And then you get mad at the man. Oh, he lied to me. He told me this. Because that's what you told him he had to say to get some. So if all I want out the deal is sex, I'm going to say what you want me to say. I'm still not going to lie. Once again, it's like with the girl who wanted to be married before she had sex. I took her to Zales. I don't know if y'all remember Zales. It was a jewelry store. I took her to Zales and we looked at some wedding sets. Within 48 hours, she was butt-ass naked. That's what she wanted. I ain't never tell her I was going to buy one. We just went and looked at them. I put the thought out there. That's all I did. Well, you took me to Zales. I took you to the mall. We just stopped in Zales. I ain't never said, which one of these would you like for me to get for you? I ain't even ask which one she likes. It's like, hey, go look at some. I said, oh. I let the thought go in her mind. Oh, he thinking about marriage. No, he wasn't thinking about marriage. He was thinking about what you said he got to do to get some. The girl who told me to go to church. Yeah, you got the perfect hunter. Because I know what it takes to attract the prey that I want. For me to get to your kitty, these are the things I got to do. That's what I did. That's because that's what you put out there. Don't put it out there like that if that ain't what you're looking for. If that's what you're looking for, go ahead, do your thing. Be honest. Be honest. Candy like honesty. Paige like honesty. Olivia working on it. Honey likes honesty. And like I said, I'm a Honey, Paige. Think about this. At what point did you really cross over to knowing that you wanted honest communication? Because most of us don't start off there. We learn through trial and error. I wasn't always honest. I just never lied. But I was never always as honest as I am now about when people ask me stuff. And I'm still not. I give it to those that can handle it because I don't feel the need to keep it 100. If keeping it 100 is going to hurt your feelings, I don't feel the need to keep 100 because it's not my intent to hurt your feelings unless you push me there. With my stalker, I was honest as I could be. I don't want anything to do with you. We're not going to do this again. We're not going to do that again. And she just wouldn't let it go. Wouldn't let it go. Why? We can do this. We can practice on sex. Tell me how to make sex better. The only way you can make sex better with me, stalker, is to not be there. It's the only way you can make it better. Don't be there. Right. See, Honey said 13 years ago she was ready for honesty. Because it's not something that most of us are born with because we don't grow up with it. We don't know the difference. We like the perfect lie. It's who we are. But then you get to a certain point, and I tell people all the time, I don't even like the statement, I'd rather be hurt by the truth. You can't hurt me with the truth because the truth is what I expect. If the truth hurts me, then realistically, I'm not ready for the truth. The truth should never hurt. It should make you more aware of what's going on. It is the truth. Whether it's your truth or my truth, it's still the truth. If Honey says to me, and I can use Honey, because me and Honey, we met, but it was a long time ago. But if Honey says to me, Darren, I don't like your beard, that's Honey's truth. I can't argue with her truth. She doesn't like it. There's nothing to debate about that. If she says, I think you look better without the beard, once again, that's her truth. And people say, well, that's an opinion. It's her truth. And her truth says I look better without the beard. If the beard is not going and Honey doesn't like it, then that means me and Honey have to readjust the way we deal with each other. Because the beard ain't going nowhere. And if it's a choice between the beard or Honey, then Honey's losing if I like the beard. But her truth doesn't change. Now, if she was the rule, I'm just going to keep 100. You look ugly as hell with that beard. See, that can't, I keep 100, that's a hurt feeling. Oh, even though she's being honest, it's different ways to say it. It's different ways to do it. Hunters are 100 honest. They like to say things that hurt people's feelings because it just, I don't know, it makes them feel better. But honestly, when you're at the relationship status and you really want this builder, because as you're building, and Honey's been married for a minute, when you're building, you need brutal honesty to build that empire. If we sitting around bullshitting each other and lying, how is Honey going to make the foundation stronger if I'm not giving her the truth on how to make us better? I got to keep watering it down, or I got to keep mincing my words because I can't say this to her because if that's the case, then Honey's not the queen for me. And I got to accept that and move on. Stalkers are no fun. I had one in my 20s and now I'm paranoid. Right, and that's why I am. You know, I appreciate the truth. Don't waste my time or yours. Let me make informed decisions. Give me my options. You know, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. The whole, I'm not gonna do wifey things. Yada yada yada. And I ain't never figured out what that is. I'm gonna have a show on that too, because I need y'all to tell me what wifey things are. But not this show. But that's where we are with that. And I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. More importantly, I don't understand it. Ooh, it's 7:10. Y'all having a good time so far? Because I told you I got to cut this short because I'm going to the Ice Bar on West Fayetteville Road. I don't know the exact address. I just Googled it. I put Ice Bar and it came up. I'm going to be there from, I think it says 8:15 to 10:15-ish, give or take. Because I got invited to be a panelist. And I actually got invited to come back and do some more shows on relationships. Because my first time meeting them, Don, the host, he loved my honesty. He's like, bro, you bringing it. These women going to have fun with you. And they waiting on me. So, y'all know, I got to make a guest appearance. Wash the beard, make sure, you know, I don't know if y'all can tell, but it's nice and clean and fluffy and white. Not gray. I don't like the gray beard thing, ladies. It's white, as in silver. So, I'm going to do that. Like I said, I'm going to try to broadcast it live from here. I don't know how the setup is because I need a plug to do this because it does take up a lot of energy. But if not, I'll post it on the page after so you guys can see it. I know y'all ain't got 4 hours just to hang out with me, even though, you know. Is that my good side? Yeah, that's my good side. The earring side is the good side. It's just. So yeah, I'm gonna try. Like I say, I'm gonna put the link on my page because they should be broadcasting it. And if you go to ATL True Confessions on here, the link should be on there. But I'm gonna try to. Like I said, I think they are. So since I'm not the host, I don't want to just sit there and be holding my phone while other people are talking. I got to keep doing this. So hopefully they got their whole camera so where they can get everybody. But like I said, I don't know yet. Stop what, Sonya? What, giving y'all the good side? I mean, that side ain't as good. This is my good side. But so yeah, ladies, I just want y'all to. And why are you doing this under me now? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna probably do it from here. If I go live, I'm gonna probably do it from here. If I have to wait for them, then I'll post it. I'm gonna post it on all my pages if they're already doing it. So I don't know, Olivia. Check back at 8:20 and see what's going on. At 8:20, you'll know. I may even post a comment that says I'll post it after the show. I'll try to remember that. But since I already told I got women waiting on me to challenge me, I may be too busy defending my honor. Cause ain't none of y'all gonna show up to help me out, are you? Y'all just gonna sit back and laugh at me. So, stop what? Sign? Ain't you supposed to be working? Stop playing. You just. Who's me right here? And it's not gray. It's white. See, like my shirt, it's white. So yeah, I mean, I'm good. I ain't forgot. I still need your, you know, if it's stuff you guys want me to talk about. Looks like I'm gonna be branching off and doing a couple of other things. Candy, you should come. I know you're local. Always good to see a pretty smiling face in the house that I recognize. I like to argue. I really don't like to argue. I like an adult exchange of information because everybody doesn't agree with me, which is fine because when they don't, they give me new thought processes. They give me something to look at. I know my world from my experiences. When you guys tell me your experiences, and some of you guys I talk to, You give me different experiences, and I put that in my data collection. So when people ask me stuff, I can tell what I've heard from the people who talk to me. Because I've never dated a guy, so I have to listen to what you guys tell me about guys, so that I can form an opinion. I know how I am, but some of you guys say I'm totally different. I'm just an average. As John Legend said, I'm ordinary people. Some of y'all just find these unordinary guys to go out with, and it's pays them like I don't even see you type. It's not that I like to debate. If you really want to know what's going on, I like to explain why I think what I think. I don't just want to tell you something and not give you any background behind it. My experiences dictate my thought processes. Your experiences dictate your thought processes. So to me, that's what a dialogue and conversation is for everybody to get to say their piece. You can ask me questions. I never give you guys cause. These are my rules. I can do what I want to do. I try to tell you how I got to that decision. I mean, like I said, people ask me why I don't say more about women other than my shallow part. I will, if once we get to that. Shallowness is up there. Yeah, I want a smart woman, but like I say, when I say attractive, she's got to be attractive to me. I don't care how y'all think she look. I'm the one who got to wake up with her. I'm the one who got to go to sleep with her. I'm the one who's only going to be drinking this. I ain't going to be getting drunk to be with a woman. So I can tell what worked for me. Some of you women, y'all love a guy's personality, because I've seen some of the guys you guys date. Well, he was nice. He was this. He really ain't got a lot of choices. Can you wake up to this guy? Do you like to have sex in the dark with this guy because he's visually challenging? I give you what my perspective is. I don't deal with horizontally challenging women, or is it parallel? If we're not good in the bed together, see, I'm not sleeping with 20-year-olds, so that's really not something that we can do a whole lot of working on. If you ain't figured it out, I'm going to change the subject right quick. I told the guys on the show, they asked me what was something about a woman that would tell me whether or not I want to keep dealing with her. I don't trust women who don't have vibrators, because it means you don't even know how to please yourself, or you don't even take the time to. If you won't please yourself, there's only so much I can do for you. Because you should have perfected it and know some of your spots. Don't get me wrong, I'm willing to search for some other spots because that's what we do. But can you do it yourself? So if you don't have a bulb, I kind of, I look at you a different way. I can't judge you. You should have one. If you don't have one, you might be a little on the prudish side. Those are my thoughts. I know guys who are intimidated by bobs. That's on them. I judge them too. Why would you? A bob can't compete with me. A bob can't whisper in your ear. He can't hug you. He can't kiss you. He can't tell you things. A bob can just same thing a cell phone can do. Just vibrate continuously. Why would I be intimidated by something that just vibrates continuously? But that's just my thought process. Like I say, I know guys who don't like that from girls, but because I know I like nasty in a good way. It's part of my preferences and priorities. But I can't just walk up to a woman on the first date and ask her, "Hey, Paige, do you have a vibrator?" Because that's just not the appropriate thing. And I don't even need to know it the first date. I need to see where me and Paige are on a chemistry level to see if, after we get past the physical attraction, do we have chemistry? Because I've seen a lot of good-looking women, but I didn't want to sleep with them. But I can give them credit for being good-looking. But there was no chemistry there. They were still pretty. Some of them were effing gorgeous, but I didn't have an X-rated thought about them. But they were scale of 1 to 10, they were 10s, 11s, 12s. But they just didn't do nothing for me mentally. As far as, to get into the dirty part. That's a beautiful woman. Gotta go. MC Lyte. Kelly Rowland. I would make my mama catch Marta if one of them was standing at a bus stop. Y'all know I love my mama. But if Kelly Rowland and MC Lyte at the bus stop, Mom, don't take this personal. I'll call you an Uber. Gotta pick them up. So, that's just who I am. It's 7:18. Y'all, are we good so far? I kind of wanted this subject because I knew it wasn't going to take me 2 hours. And I think love language is going to take me more than that. Just because, and I got the book. And I'm probably not going to do it in June because I need to do some refreshing and I need to do a research on a couple of things. But Pink Boy Scouts honor, I'm going to do it in June. Regardless. Because there's some things that's going to be going on. And I would love to be able to do that at a venue where I can have people to talk to. It's cool reading comments, but sometimes I'm getting over my anxiety attacks. Who a groupie? How am I a groupie? What I do now? And I think it's IE. Yeah, I think I'm ready to try the real world. I'll find out tonight. Tonight will either tell me to go forward or run back to my rabbit hole. But as always, I have fun talking to you guys. What time I'm leaving? I have to ask you that. Okay. I'm gonna get offline in probably about 5 or 10 minutes. And make it do what it do. Like I said, because it's about 30 minutes. I want to give myself time to not have to speed since I live in the country. And get lost just in case, because I've never been to this ice bar. Never even heard of it before. But that's what's up. And yeah, cause if I get done what I'm trying to do, then yeah, the thing we talked about, the show we talked about, I'm gonna need you for that. So get your stuff ready, and I may get you to come on the show anyway, so get all your stuff ready, your PowerPoints, whatever it is you need to have ready. Make sure you get it ready, because I think that's a subject. I think that's something that our community needs to know. But we'll talk offline. With my Groupio page. And honey, it really is, and that's why I want to talk about it. It's important to know theirs, and it's more important to know yours. And like I said, that's why I say I just don't think I can do that one in an hour and 15 minutes. I'm gonna have to give that one 2 whole hours. Just because normally I get a couple of latecomers, but I got to stick to my time. Even though management has given me permission to run a little bit later if I need to, but I just think that one is gonna need 2 hours, because that, to me, every couple should really read that book together and discuss it as they go through it, because you may all the languages could apply to you, but you need to know which ones are your primary. So that's just, like I said, to me, that's just a couple's book, not individual. Read it together at night and talk about it and discuss them as you go through each one. What does this do? They got the little test. But most of us don't know. We only know ours, and we know it. We don't even know it's legit. So that's a whole nother issue. Right, and let's say you read the book together, which is what I think every couple needs to do. When is my Vegas visit? I told you, Olivia. I don't know why I thought you was in Vegas. What's the name of what book? The love language. That's the name of 5 love languages. Inbox me again. Like I said, it's been so much going on the past 60 days, Olivia. Just shoot me another inbox, and just shoot me your number in the inbox. I'll get you the poem. But I'm actually headed out of town. I need to be by my computer to do it. I may have some on email already. So yeah. Did you send me an email? If not, resend it to me with your number. But the name of the book is 5 Love Languages. I don't have it here because I got it in my books to read. And that's what's up. But yeah, once you get to that real relationship status, or you wanna be there, you gotta read the 5 love languages. I even think couples should read Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus to understand more about the thought process. But I mean, that's part of the relationship thing. Because I'm gonna do, like I said, the plan is to do a relationship show with a few couples. Honey, hint, hint. Honey, hint, hint. So you can hear from different couples, who've been married, under 10 years, over 10 years, over 20 years, under 6 months. Understand the differences in how they grow, because, like I said, me and Honey never had a personal discussion about this, but I guarantee you, Honey and Reggie aren't where they are right now isn't where they were 10 years ago. You change, you have new experiences, you grow, some things you let go of, some things you adopt, and you have to be flexible. You can't be the same person at 20 that you are at 30. That means you stagnated. You're actually pretty dead. At 50 plus, I'm not the same guy I was at 40. I'm not even the same guy I was at 45, much less anything below 40. I have a totally different mindset. I know so much more now. I process information differently. I accept the difference between love and sex. There's a lot of different things that have changed that in 20s, 30s, even 40s, I didn't accept this different. It was just this. My whole thought process is different. And the ability to talk to grown women who can speak openly and honestly has taught me a lot, because if you can't, I have a tendency to cut you off. If you're giving me textbook answers, who wants to talk to you? You're not teaching me anything. And that's part of my process of elimination. If you're not teaching me something, and yeah, I might be older than you, but I don't know your experiences. Even when I hear your experiences, it gives me a new way of thinking about something I never might have thought about before. I think it's called empathy. But now I know. I know that this is a thought pattern that some people have. That I know my thought patterns all the time. They're with me. But when I talk to some of you guys and I hear some of the things I'm like, wow. I have to add that to my tool belt, because this is something that I would have never considered before. Now I can consider it. It still may not be my way, but it's a consideration when I'm thinking about what other people are doing. Why would I date a woman who can't bring that to me? You know, the question is, would you date yourself? No, I wouldn't. I know me. I don't want somebody like me. I need somebody who's going to teach me something. I can't teach myself. What I know, I already know. What I'm going to do is keep reteaching myself. And, so what they don't mean like that. They mean with your hobbies and habits, yada, yada, whatever. I still wouldn't date me. I don't see a learning curve from me dating me. Would I let my daughter date me? Yes. Would I be happy if my mother dated a guy like me? Yes. But I wouldn't date me because I'm me. So to me, in my world, that doesn't make sense when people ask that question. But if y'all take it a different way, that's cool. It's y'all. And that's where we have to understand the differences. We don't have to all process information the same way, but be able to articulate how you process it so that we can still come to a meeting of the minds. The agree to disagree thing, sometimes I'm okay with it, sometimes I don't get it. We don't have to disagree. Let's just agree that we have differences of opinion. Let's just agree that we have different experiences. I mean, 2 plus 2 equals 4, unless you put them together and you see it equals 22. 2 plus 2 does equal 22. Or 4. Either way, I understand how you got to either process. It's just how you put the 2's together. If you do 2 like this, it does equal 4. But if you put 2 plus 2, then you do get 22. Most people lie and say they would date themselves, to Olivia. And we know our own shortcomings. And most of us are hard on ourselves. And, and then now. My shortcomings to me are some of the worst ever. But I've known women who didn't really care about what I thought were my shortcomings. But I do. So, it is what it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 7:26. Y'all know what it is. I appreciate y'all for joining me. But I'm gonna make it do what it do. I'm gonna put the link up. Cinnamon, give me a minute. I will call you. I'll call you. Olivia, don't forget to inbox me your email and your phone number. Honey, I'm glad to see you. We still need to talk. Because I do want to do Cinnamon, Honey. Both you guys pretty much do the same thing on different levels. I still want to get back into a financial show for black people because we never discussed that. But that's something that's coming up. So Cinnamon and Honey, I don't even know if y'all friends or not, but y'all should link up and talk about stuff. Cinnamon does after your credit is good. I think Honey does getting your credit there. So you guys may want to just, friend request each other and just have some offline conversations. There's nothing like putting people together who got like minds. That's what I do. So y'all know what it is. It's my watch found I can't even tell time. It's 7:28. So I'm gonna make this run. 8:15 I'll be at the Ice Bar. I'm gonna post a link up to where the show is. But if you look it up on Facebook, it's ATL True Confessions. And I'll be there for the relationship portion at the Ice Bar. 8:15ish. What y'all think? Y'all think I should wear this shirt? Since y'all my daughter, or y'all think I should hit him up with the bow tie? Not with this shirt. Well, maybe I will hit him up with it. Or I should wear something a little bit different. What y'all think right quick? You need both. You need both of what, Olivia? Before I get off here. Okay. Somebody else told me that's the signature look too. Hi, y'all are so cute. But you know what though? And I mean, I like doing this sometimes. I don't know if they're gonna be ready for the bow tie. You know, I hit them with the bow tie. They ain't. I don't know if they're ready for that. I don't know if they're ready for that. Okay, and Cinnamon, honey, Olivia's saying she needs your help. So, like I said, send them friend requests. Y'all link up. Like I said, I'm gonna do a show with them. I'm gonna do a show with them, Olivia, because I want to get things going so people who don't understand money. I know Cinnamon knows something about the stock market, which I would love to do, but nobody's ever taught me about it. So I'm gonna educate y'all as I educate myself. All right, so we're gonna get that. And that, thank you. And that, tell your friends who used to watch. I'm heartbroken because I ain't seen them in a minute. Charlotte and the other two. So let me get up out of here. I can't keep messing with y'all all day. I'll see y'all. Chance, don't quote me on this. I know I got to go out of town, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the show Wednesday night. Depends if I can find a good connection. If I can find a good connection, I'll do the show. But I'll post something either way to let y'all know whether or not I'm gonna do it. So yeah, let's look forward to doing this again in 6 days and 22 and a half hours. All right, y'all know what it is. Peace, popcorn, and chicken grease. And I'm gonna have my y'all see that? I'm gonna have my nails done. They're entirely too long, but that's because I've been inactive. All right, so holla. Do that. And that.